So 3.7 has finished in Honkai Star Rail. What do I think of it? It's an okay patch. It's an okay patch. It's not the greatest patch. It's not 3.4, but it's not horrible. It's not something that I despise with all my soul. To be fair, for the most part, Honkai Star Rail patches are all pretty decent. I think 3.6 just felt like filler though, unfortunately. Like, the issue with this patch is that it feels like it should have came after 3.4, like directly after 3.4. That is the issue with this patch. Like, it's my personal opinion that what should have happened, 3.4, then we would have 3.7 like, where we Iron Tomb actually actualized, but like, I don't know, something, Cyrene and the Herder like managed to trap us in the time loop for a little bit, so that we, you know, the Galactic Alliance has to stop Iron Tomb, like, and hold it back while we go through one final Terra Nova. We could have had 3.5 and then the finale, which was, you know, like the 3.5-esque patch, right? So yeah, realistically, what should have happened was 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.7, but instead of defeating Iron Tomb, we like trap Iron Tomb in a time loop, and maybe we even have the Xandar boss fight in this hypothetical 3.5, and then 3.6, we finish it off. You know, we defeat Iron Tomb. The issue with Iron Tomb is that it's an immensely cinematic fight that unfortunately just did not have the emotional impact. It feels like a fight that is really only spectacle. It didn't get, you know, we didn't have a true moment with Cyrene, which is very unfortunate and definitely hurt. There's a lot of, like, if you loved Final, it was definitely an emotional fight. I loved that fight. It was a great fight. Mechanically, it was a good fight. Cinematic, so good. But like once you start looking at it, it kind of felt hollow. You know, and it's just kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that it felt so hollow. It definitely didn't get across what I was like hoping it would. It would have been like a lot of like better if it, you know, we had a moment. Iron Tomb technically wins, like for like a second, right? I think that should have been. It should have been an entire patch where it won. It feels like the issue is 3.6 and 3.5 were filler patches. They unfortunately were filler patches which dampened 3.7. Because as much as like I hate to say it, the first 3 or so patches for the Amphoris arc, those were very exposition heavy, very slow. They did set up 3.4. 3.4 did deliver and provided a very nice climax to the first half. The issue is that after 3.4, all the tension dissipated. Like, I don't even know how to say it, it just all dissipated. As for the individual parts of 3.7, I liked Cyrene and Demiurge, very interesting. They tickled our pickles with that quote-unquote name reveal of Alicia. So like, they're not even true. It's just worse written Acheron at this point. Like, Acheron is a rated character, but she's still her own character. Demiurge, yeah, she has her own character, but they didn't like set her up all too well, which kinda sucks. For the most part, yeah, Cyrene is dead in the ditch, found dead in the ditch. I still don't understand the reasoning with the bridal dress, because they never explain it. They never really go into too much depth about the important parts, but they use so many metaphors. Like, an eighth of this patch is metaphors about Cyrene, and they could have like cut that in like a quarter. A lot of the interesting parts of regular NPC, generic child NPC Rhino child. I don't know what to say about that, that's just kind of pathetic. And it just makes it's a potential patch. It's the potential patch. not necessarily the worst thing in the world. It's just not what we were expecting. The issue is it came after 3.4. 3.4 is like one of the, if not the greatest patches. I say like MiHoYo did. It is like one. Finon is arguably, you can argue that Finon is the best MiHoYo character in terms of writing. Quite easily, I think. Like, the amount of emotional impact he had, like, you can't deny. He definitely has those Alicia vibes. Like, he's Kevin if he was Alicia. And I think that's very interesting. Like, Cyrene should have more played into that. She should have been more like Kevin. Like, it's just, as in, the farewell, I do think was done okay. It's just that they did it multiple times. Like, I think there's like 3, maybe 5 times when we say farewell to the Crisis Heirs. I think 3.6 had a farewell to the Crisis Heirs. Honestly, 3.7 would be so much better if 3.6 and 3.5 were just better patches. Cyrene should have been the focus of 3.5. I am dying on this hill. Hysolins is a waste of a character. She should have been the 4-star. I don't care. Imperator is simply superior than Dux Gladorium, or whatever the hell Hysolins is. I don't like Hysolins. She sucks. Hysolins should, like, die in a fire. As for other things, 3.7 is, you know, it's a pathetic finale. It's not anything that, like, is impressive. It's mid. It feels like 3.2, maybe 3.3 if I give it credit. But like, the boss fight, it was so good. But then it doesn't, like, the actual middle of it is pretty okay, but then it's like, the end of the boss fight is just, okay. Power of friendship, but not really, because a lot of people died, technically one for like a second. It's like, they don't give enough time for Iron Tomb. Iron Tomb should be playable. They should make Iron Tomb a playable character, that way we get Iron Tomb patch. You know? It's just, it's so much focusing on Cyrene, which is good, because they, like, for 3.6 and 3.5, barely, like, gave us anything. They felt like filler patches. And they ended up being filler patches, so when the actual important patch came out, they didn't provide nearly enough. Like, they didn't set it up. There was no setup. 3.7 is a good patch in isolation, but as soon as you take into context the entire Amphorian arc, it's just, it feels like nothing. I don't hate it. I like some of it. But it's not, like, groundbreaking or revolutionary. It's just an okay patch. And that's the biggest sin it has. It's not too anything big. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Like, I really can't say much. I stewed for, like, these swords for a week before I decided to finish it off. The FGO content in the background is, like, you know, I hope we get better storytelling in Edo Star. Bye bye.